So on pole position for the final race of the season, it is Alexander Dobutsberger with Jose O'Donnell starting alongside him. Adrian Clark and Matt Cook line up on the second row of the grid with Richard Molden and Barry Kemp on row 3, Peter Shilcock and Andrew Sexton on row 4. Then it's Alex Van Gien and Alexandros Marufkani. And then here come the big hitters. Bradley Philpott in 11th place, Luke Power in 12th, Kyle Power in 13th, the championship leader who starts in 13th place, 6 points ahead of Danny Henney, who starts 15th, and Gregoire Gomez in 14th. He's won both races so far tonight. Tim Ellis and Stephen Williams line up 16th and 17th ahead of Alex Stromsma. Miguel Morland and John Langen complete the top 20. Taro Tylos is in 21st place. He needs something big to make it another silver class win there. Alex Smith. Colin Ward starts in 23rd place. He's really on the back foot in the bid to regain the gold championship lead. Looks like that is going to go the way of Gregoire Gomez, but we'll see what happens. Colton Myers, John Cox, Daniel Cook, Matt Trumpet, Stefan Vranic, Richard Spanish ready to complete the top 30. For one last time in Season 6, all 5 lights are on. We're away for the finale of Season 6, and Luke Power having to go very, very aggressive there to the inside to try and avoid one of the slow starters, but it is Dobutsberger who leads into the Senna S. O'Donnell holds second place. Looks like a very clean start for our title contenders as we see some of the cars having to go a little bit wide, but the top 2 streaking absolutely clear now. And look at the gaggle of cars coming out of Curva de Sol. It's been a lightning start from Brad Philpott, who's up in 5th place already. He's side by side with Power, and Danny Henney right behind them as well. Look at that, there's 3 cars coming through turn 4. They are absolutely line astern, and that is not going to be enough for Henney to win the championship.
It's not, and Stephen Williams is pressuring him, so he's very, very close as well. So all 3 of our title contenders, line astern, coming through the centre of the pack as Carl goes defensive to Henney on the outside, Chris.
Yeah, and now they're trying to round up Richard Molden, who we've been singing the praises of so far this season. Henney trying to go around the outside of Kyle Power. So close to contact there between front and rear wing. And now Stephen Williams trying to take advantage of that as well. The top 2 in the championship once again side by side as Power got a kick of oversteer and nearly knocked into Henney there. And every time Henney has to check up, there goes Stephen Williams trying to get past him as well. And he's on the inside of Zheng Xiao and he demotes Henney. He demotes Henney, and now Henney has really, really got to put the hammer down.
He doesn't. Just ahead, Power is slipstreaming Philpott and he goes to the outside. Molden has made that gap.
Yep, so Philpott goes through into 5th place, and Power trying to come around the outside as well into 4th place, and they very nearly made contact there because Philpott went deep into the first corner and Power had to take evasive action.
Williams and Henney make contact. Henney is still on the circuit, but he's checked up, lost a couple of places.
Yeah, he's lost out to Luke Power there. Kyle now trying to go around the outside of Philpott once again. Stephen Williams trying to take advantage of that as well, but Philpott holds his ground, holds his nerve. He's still in 4th place there, and Power just needs to keep it clean here, but he's got to make sure that if he can stay ahead of Danny, then that will absolutely secure him the championship. Stephen Williams trying to get around the outside there, and there's just not even a line of cars. It's just a gaggle. It's just an absolute pack, a fierce pack, as Williams and Henney side by side once again in the background there, and Williams just about hangs on to the place. These 4 cars between them have probably done more overtakes than we've seen in most of the races so far just tonight.
Gets a slightly poor exit there. That has allowed Henney to get alongside him as they come up the hill, but he's not got that slipstream sitting there, so he's got to watch out behind him for Luke Power, who's got a double slipstream. This could be very, very close coming into turn 1.
Could indeed. So Williams trying to hang tight to the inside there. They're closing in on Power as well. So Philpott's going to check out in all of this. He's built a gap. Oh, he's turned and he touched again. Henney and Williams just touched again there, and Henney had to run a little bit wide. There was a puff of smoke between the tyres, but he's still pointing in the right direction, still in line with the circuit, but he's really under pressure now. Look at those cars. Williams in the middle, Luke Power on the inside there, Molden trying to get into the action as well. and Williams hangs on to the place. Henny runs wide, but he hangs on to his 7th place spot as well. Then we see Dronsma and Luke Power trying to get in on the action with Molden and break into that top 9, but Henny here still looking at the back of Stephen Williams' car, and with every corner he spends behind the rear wing of that car, he's watching the championship drift away.
A little bit too much action there between Molden and Luke Power, and Luke had to do a bit of hooning to get himself back in the right direction. He managed to control it perfectly well, but it did lose him a little bit of pace and a little bit of space. Molden just behind him now.
So about to start lap 4 of 12. Just a reminder, it's Alexander Dobbelsberger who leads by 0.8 of a second over Jose O'Donnell. Alex Van Gien is in 3rd place at the moment. Then it's Bradley Philpott in 4th. Kyle Power in a provisional championship winning position of 5th place. Stephen Williams is 6th. And then it's Danny Henny, top 3 in the championship. Linus Stern in the order at the moment. But it's Henny who needs to be ahead of Power if he has any chance of making it 4 titles in a row. Through Desquido de Largo once again for the 4th time of asking in this sprint race. Tim Ellis joining the party now in 8th place as well. He's got ahead of Jonesmore and Power, Luke Power I should say, who has already wrapped up the silver class title. And worth just keeping an eye on the gold championship battle as well. And I don't know about you, Chris, but I can't see Gregoire Gomez anywhere. Ah, now there he is in position 23. Yeah, now that's 3 places behind Ward. And that would not be enough for Ward to get back the lead of the championship. It would be 8 points for Gomez, and provisionally for Ward in 20th, only 11. Oh, a big smash though! That has rewritten that championship completely. We caught that at just the right time. Now, was Ward caught up in that? That is the question. Indeed he was. So Gomez, I think Gomez managed to get away from it relatively unscathed, and I think that has pretty much just sealed the Gold Drivers' Championship.
I think it has, and it was Spanners at the front, I think, got engaged in some sort of... He got spun around and then drivers piled into him from the side, and Gomez, I'd be amazed if he hasn't got any damage at this point, Chris.
Well, I don't think he actually hit another car though. He just managed to avoid it. If it was, there was a little tag with the car that also went off into the grass, and I think so long as he keeps running, he will have the Gold Drivers' Championship, because Ward is 100% in the pits at this point. The car was smashed, so even if Gomez has got a little bit of damage, he only has to keep going.
That's right, Chris, because 10 points would be a 21st place finish, and he's certainly not going to get that with a couple of wheels bending in the wrong direction.
Wow. Dramatic stuff in both championships. In both championships at the moment. The great battle going on for 8th place at the moment as well. Alex Jonesma ahead of Tim Ellis. So he's usurped Ellis there, and Luke Power, the new silver class champion, trying to get involved in this action as well. Luke Power with the slipstream here down into the first corner, opts for the outside line. Interesting, because Ellis was giving him a lot of space on the inside. He's going to have to go right round the outside here at turn 1. That's going to give him the line into turn 2. That's why he wanted that line, because he's up into 9th place now. Now, can he hang on to that position? Is he close enough to sneak a little slipstream off of Jonesma there? Ellis following right in the wheel tracks of young Luke Power there, but not able to draw alongside by the time they get to Desquido de Largo. And that is pretty much secured 9th place for Luke Power there, who, as mentioned, Chris, will be promoted to gold next season because of his championship win.
Absolutely, that'd be an enticing prospect, and he's certainly got the pace to challenge for the title there as well, so it'll be great to see him back next year. I'm hoping he can join us. And speaking of championships for Powers, so yeah, Kyle Power still looking to be the championship winner if he stays where he is with Danny Henny, would be 8 points behind at this stage.
And can we just emphasize how unlikely this is? I mean, I know that all three of them went into this saying, oh, I'm not going to win it, the other guy's going to win it. And you would have put money on Danny being the one to do this, because we know it's a Henny-centric circuit, and Kyle hasn't had the best record around here. He doesn't enjoy the circuit particularly, but what a time to deliver what has probably been one of his best performances in this championship.
Oh, absolutely. This is the best performance I have seen from a driver for a long time, particularly in that race 2 when the pressure was on in that extra qualifying session. Qualifying round here wasn't particularly his forte, but man, did he pull something out to line up alongside Henny, and then to pull the move on him and stay ahead in race 2. That is what championships and champions are made of, and it's just been a fantastic season to watch his masterclasses in overtaking and defending, and just racecraft have just been absolutely phenomenal.
Battle for 8th place intensifying once again. Power and Johnsma, we saw in the back of shot there, side by side, out of Interlagos. And here they are side by side once again. Power desperately trying to hang on to that 8th place spot, and Johnsma getting a little cheeky tag there on the exit of the corner, but that's Luke Power up another spot as he dispatched of Ellis on the previous lap, and now dispatches of Alex Johnsma as well. Now he's going to be under pressure because he's going to be the leading car in this train, as Johnsma getting the back end of the car wagging out of Zheng Xiao, but a big slipstreaming opportunity coming here. Back onto the pit straight to start.
Caution to the win there, Chris.
Yeah, back on the pit straight to start lap 8. And actually, Johnsma doesn't look close enough. He isn't to get down the inside. Certainly closed up, but no way through for Johnsma on that particular occasion.
He's going to line himself up in that black and red car in the slipstream to see if he can get it. You can see Power in the black and yellow there, just weaving down the start finish straight. He only did it once, so that is within the regulations, but that did break the toe enough. Johnsma goes off the circuit slightly behind him. That will be frowned upon if he does that too many times, but Ellis also just kind of patrolling behind him like a shark, ready in case either of these two come together.
Brilliant stuff on board with Johnsma through this stadium section, this technical middle sector. Both of them really taking liberties with the curb through the right-hander of turn 8. Up to Pico de Pato, and there'll be another opportunity for him down into turn 1. Go on, Chris.
I would say you can see Drillsman taking slightly different lines there, trying to energise his front wing, see if he can get more airflow over it and not lose out any front downforce. That was an excellent exit to that last corner, clattering that curb. He's got a brilliant run up on Power as they come down the start-finish straight.
Could be an opportunity here for Johnsma to retake the position. He's going to go the long way round into turn 1. He likes that line. We see Power made it work earlier in the race, and he's going all the way around the outside and gets the spot back again. So great stuff there. It's been a change for second place. Change for second place, by the way, because Van Gien, Philpott, and O'Donnell really squabbling over that spot now. O'Donnell yielded to the pressure, but has got the spot back again, and Philpott getting up on the inside of Van Gien now. He's up into 3rd place into Ferragura, and behind them in 5th place, if you've seen how close it is now between the top 3 in the championship. Power leading, but Williams and Henny have really closed in. Is there one last twist in the tail in these final 3.5 laps for the championship?
It's not over yet, because any contact between these three and it just throws all of our predictions and all of our calculations so far out of the window, so they have to be so careful. Kyle particularly has to make sure he doesn't get involved in any incidents to protect that championship lead. But the other two, I think, will probably have to treat the back of his car like the back of a donkey, to be honest with you, because I think Kyle's going to defend this very vigorously as Williams gets right tucked up under the diffuser. Here he goes. Which way is he going to go? To the inside? Oh no, to the outside. Here he goes.
Stephen Williams trying to go the long way round of the Senna S on the championship leader. This would leave him exposed to his nearest title rival side by side into turn 2. Here comes Danny Henney trying to get past both of them. He's got the momentum. He may well have Stephen Williams here if he can just avoid getting boxed in there. He's looking one way and the other, can't find a way through, and Power with the inside line stands his ground, but Williams going to try and go all the way around the outside. Did he just keep it on the track there? I think he did, but I think the momentum is with Kyle Power there, and he just about hangs on to that 5th place spot. This could be the most important bit of defending he's ever done in a missed Apex race.
And Williams tried to throw it up the outside. That cost him a little bit of momentum, and Henney is trying to cut back on him, but no way through there. Power was very, very aggressive with that defence on Williams, really just cutting across the nose right on the exit.
And they're closing up as well on Jose O'Donnell. That could complicate matters as well, because he's been squabbling with Van Gien and Philpott. Philpott now up into 2nd place, but this is the battle we need to be watching. The championship very much on the line here. 3 laps to go in this championship, and Kyle Power provisionally has it. This 5th place spot would be enough to secure him the title. He'd be outscoring his nearest title rival, but any kind of drama here. 2 laps to go, and Williams once again trying to get all the way around the outside of the first corner. Power runs him out wide and hangs on to the spot, but once again they're going to be absolutely nose to tail down the Retta Aposta. Henney following in the wheel tracks, Williams following in the wheel tracks. Down the straight we go. And Henney this time is the first one to pull out, but he has to back out again because Williams is still trying to go through. He's run wide though, he's run out wide. Power's run out wide as well, and Henney is going to come through. Can he take both of them? Henney's through, he's past Williams. Can he get Power as well? He'll be on the outside line for Ferragura though. That won't work for him. Can Williams reclaim the spot though with the inside line? No, he does not, but Henney moves up into 6th place, and now the pressure is really on Kyle Power. I can't believe it, Chris. Just over 1 lap to go in this championship, and any drama between these two. If Danny passes Kyle, he still would not win the championship. But any kind of contact, if Power loses out here, if he falls too far behind, then it would all be over on the final lap.
As it comes down to this, Chris, and Henney has once again got himself in that slipstream. Which way will he go? He goes to the outside as well.
The speed is unbelievable. The slipstream's so powerful, and Power's going to hold it to the inside here. He'll hold the place, locking up his brakes and running wide, though. We are now on the final lap of the championship, and the top 3 in the standings are absolutely neck and neck on track. How often do you ever see this in racing? Power to the inside once again, and he's been pulling this trick all race long, and Williams had a little cheeky look to the inside there, but he's not going to make it 3 wide into there because he knows that would cause a little bit too much drama. We've seen enough of it for one night. Now Danny Henney trying to get up on the outside once again. He couldn't make this work last time, and is Williams just going to find a way through? No, I thought there might well be contact there because Henney was very aggressively driving towards the apex. Now, if Kyle finishes behind Williams, then he would still win the title. He would have to fall down to 9th place, assuming Henney finishes 5th. And I think he might well just hang on to that. The final few corners of this championship. Alexander Dobbelsberger is going to take the win, but who amongst these cars is going to finish ahead? It's the drive to the line now. Here comes Dobbelsberger to take the final victory of the season. It's victory in sprint number 2. Philpott will be 2nd, Van Gien will be 3rd, but it's side by side between Power and Henney up towards the line, the top 2 in the championship, and Kyle Power finishes in 5th place and wins the Missed Apex iRacing F3 Cup.
Those 3 cars were covered by 0.08 of a second at the line. They were so close, a photo finish. What a wonderful way to end the season, Chris.
I'm absolutely speechless. We haven't seen a title fight like it, and this has just been the best possible way to end it, and it is ended It has ended Henny's streak, and Kyle Power is the champion.
Kyle Power joins us in the commentary booth. Kyle, you are the Missed Apex F3 Cup champion. How does it feel?
Oh my god, I'm in bits. I'm absolutely oh man, I'm broken. It's emotionally drained. I don't know if I haven't really told many people, but I lost my mother on Tuesday, unfortunately. And she was a big fan, one of my biggest fans, and she watched every single race. And this is the first race that she never actually got to watch. So I'm ecstatic I've managed to win it, and I dedicate this to her. And also a very special person watching as well, which is my stepdad, Gary. He's been a rock. I love you, man, and thanks for all the support. And to my brother and everyone watching at home, that was an emotional roller coaster. And last but not least, thanks to Danny. What an amazing competitor and so fair. And it's been an absolute honour racing with him and in this series. And thank you to all of you.
Thank you so much, Kyle. It has been a wonderful season's worth of racing. Your family will be very, very proud, and it's a double power championship this evening.
Oh, it's amazing. Congratulations to Luke for silver. I know, like my brother Neil and Jackie, and yeah, Luke's parents are going to be watching at home, so hi to you guys. And yeah, it's a successful night for the Powers, and yeah, I'm broken and looking forward to a drink now.
Thank you so much. And we're also joined in the booth here by Danny Henny as well. Danny, you put up an amazing fight right to the end, but in the end, Kyle takes the championship from you. You're no longer the champ, but how does it feel to have had such an amazing race at the end?
Yeah, it was really good. I've already got my excuse in. My car was broke from Steve, so he's going to get that for a couple of months. But nice. Yeah, I'm really, really chuffed for Kyle. Absolutely chuffed. Really enjoyed it, and it was nice to Steve. I said to him on the last lap, because we're close, let's give the fans what they want, and he let me and Kyle go at it for a bit. So yeah, really, really pleased. Gutted, obviously, not to have won it, but yeah, I gave my best. Kyle's been amazing all season and all night, and as he said, obviously we know the news. So yeah, I'm dead chuffed for him. Dead chuffed. Really happy. Couldn't happen to a nicer bloke.
Thanks, Danny, mate. Thanks, man.
And the two of you have put on such a wonderful spectacle through the whole season. It was just a fitting end that you're both able to fight it out at the end, and obviously with the donuts is such a wonderful spectacle. Thank you so much, boys. It has been a fantastic year.
Thank you, guys.
I can do my for this season, not like last season when I nearly took out half the grid. So I've improved.
Oh, brilliant. Let's take a look at the results then. The final race of Season 6 goes to Alexander Dobbelsberger by 2.4 seconds. Bradley Philpott in second place, and Alex Van Gien on the podium. Jose O'Donnell taking one of his better results of the season, the gold class win in that race. Kyle Power taking the championship with 5th place there, ahead of Danny Henny, Stephen Williams, Alex Jonesma, silver class champion Luke Power, Tim Ellis in 10th place there. Further down the order, it was 15th place in the end for Gregoire Gomez, and that is enough for him to secure the gold class title as well. So we'll try and grab a word with him as well. But he is the champion of that class. And further down the order, they have Colin Ward there in 20th place. So he was unfortunate to be caught up in that incident, but there's been no denying Gregoire Gomez has been one of the fastest drivers at this track this weekend. And I believe, Chris, we can speak to him now.
Yes, a double race winner. Oh, actually, a double podium finisher this evening. Greg, that was an astonishing way to win a title on the final event. How did it go for you? How did it come from your seating position?
Yeah, well, obviously there was the surprise of the second race not being as usual, and thinking, you know, I can win this one. So I was very happy overall. Third race was a bit scrappy in the back, but yeah, very good.
Yeah, the third race is always a little bit tricky, trying to carve your way through the slower cars in front. But how did you approach it? Were you going full attack, or were you trying to be conservative?
Well, I started from the pit lane, so I had no idea what had come out, and I came out about 25th, I think. So I was right in the pack, and I was just trying to survive, and I got unlucky twice where I had to take evasive maneuvers and went in the grass and basically lost 10 seconds twice. So after that first lap, I was just going as fast as I could, but it wasn't enough.
Fantastic. And obviously for next year, you'll be promoted up to the platinum class to be fighting it with the Powers and the Hennies. Let's see if we can have you all the way up there for the whole season. Wouldn't that be a fantastic prospect?
Yep, that was the plan for this season, but I made too many mistakes and had some unlucky disconnects in Hockenheim. So I hope I can contend next season for sure.
Well, fingers crossed. We all want as many people up and fighting for the podium position as possible. So well done on your gold championship.
Thank you.
And that is a wrap on season 6. Now I've said everybody's name before, but I'm going to say him again. A huge thank you to Richard, Sam, and Steve, and you, Chris, for joining me in the commentary box and for all the work that has been done on this championship. It's just absolutely unbelievable. And congratulations to Kyle Power, Gregoire Gomez, and Luke Power, our class champions for season 6. And until season 7, we'll see you very soon.